What's happening, fam? What's going on? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below. As usual, this video is titled The Black Male Experience, My Reality versus Your Feelings. And I saw a good bit of Cynthia G and Robert Perkins discussion, and I've watched a plethora of different things, and it's always when a black male's experience by people who aren't black males or heterosexual black males is always our reality versus how you feel our reality is. And I think the problem with that is this. How on one hand are you going to try to marginalize our reality, and on the other hand you use our reality as the extreme cases of dealing with America? See, it's a problem. And this goes for every, group, Our reality with police and law enforcement is completely different from everybody else's reality. So when people have feelings, I feel if you do this, I feel if it was that, I feel it's all bull, because you can clearly see the difference in the realities and the difference in treatment, the difference in interaction, the difference in how can I say this, prosecution, or the difference of media spin. Everybody sees all that. That's just right in front of your face, blatant, clear as day. But you got to say, well, maybe it's not really how you think. And then you turn around and you say, police brutality is a bad thing, and police blah blah blah. It's kind of be like you're being treated like black, or a person of color. So obviously, when you're telling us that it's not that serious, but then you turn around and use us as an example, really, when talking about just general fairness and in American sense, everybody else needs all this help, but all this, as a black male, you need to get it together regardless of all of your obstacles. Be a man, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. And then turn around and when these other groups have all of this help, like every other group in America basically gets welfare in some shape, form, or fashion by the government. Whether they get affirmative action, whether they get better hiring practices, whether they get hired on jobs, or promoted rather, whether it be their interactions with the banking system, the interactions with government providing services for them, people's own personal bias to be around other people because, they don't feel intimidated. So, and everybody's working in this cohesive group. And if these people have issues, if they're on drugs, let's take this into consideration. The NFL draft is coming up, and they got the quarterback situation, right? How is a quarterback who threw for 1,800 yards considered one of the top 5 picks? How is a quarterback who ran from the police on camera considered one of the top 5 picks? Now, mind you, if that quarterback was black, I don't think so. Now, it's not good enough, right? So It's a different ceiling. You know, everybody excuses the BS. Oh, they need help. They need counseling. Oh, let them take extra 5 minutes on the test. Oh, they cried. Can we help them out? Oh, they're stressed out. Oh, they're going through this and that. So on one end, you're trying to tell people like me to pick myself up by my bootstraps and, you know, jump over every hurdle and bust through every adversity with no problem. And then you silver spooning everybody else and then saying that they're actually, you know, to be admired for all of their hard work when they were basically, somebody held their hand the whole way. So, you know, my reality versus your feelings. Now, same thing when we talking about facts. There are facts about us black men that are negative. We can't get around that. That's what it is. And there are facts about us black men that are positive. And people act like they don't exist. They just, I don't understand. That's propaganda. That's fake news. Okay. But then you flip this around. You know, all these other groups, there are facts about them that's positive, and ain't no getting around that. And then they want to they breaking their arms, patting themselves on the back with those facts, even if they're mediocre facts. And then there's the facts about their negativity. Oh, it's not. See, it's something else, and you know the problem with that is, you know, that's not. It's not. No. They have these things, but it's other people's fault. You know, to the point where other groups' negative issues are blamed on black men because people will just dump their problems on us, and people will not necessarily believe them, just go along with it, like dump it over to the black guys, because I got some shit I got to get rid of too. If you dump yours, I'll say it's them, and then when I dump mine, you say it's them. Okay. See, that's our reality, you know, to the point where, you know, when we navigate this world in a good way, that's part of the reason you guys are intimidated. Because our reality is this: if we still at the same place you are after everything that everybody has done against us, and we're still in the same room, making the same money, living the same lifestyle, you feel some type of way because you know you're inadequate. You know you're not better than us. As a matter of fact, you know we made it in spite of your efforts to sabotage our lives. And when we're sitting in the same rooms, we chill. We sit back and we let y'all go ahead. You mean y'all the brains of the operation. Y'all know what's going on, right? You know, I'm just here because, you know, there was nobody else available. I'm the idiot black man, right? And then we watch y'all fail over and over and over and over again. And all the greatness of patting yourself on the back is the pressure is starting away. You're drinking, you're smoking, you're overeating. You know, you're cracking up mentally. Why? Because our reality is putting pressure on you. Because you feel like at some point everybody's going to see that I'm not on their level. Like they're way up here and I'm way down here. So what do? Y'all usually, you know, build up the propaganda hate. You know, I think he looked at Sarah's ass. Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, speaking of stuff like that, look at how the media does things. You know, our reality is, oh, Bill Cosby, oh, he had to do everything, even shit that don't add up he had to do. But all of a sudden, it was like 100 white dudes back to 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 back, and white chicks. Oh, you got movie execs, you got actors, you got athletes, you got teachers, you got students. Everybody, they all had a bad. You gotta excuse them. I don't feel like they're a bad person. They actually had evidence. They actually had numerous credible witnesses. But but it's different because y'all feel like everybody else isn't really as bad because we kind of like, they're not black men, so it's not really that bad when everybody else does it, right? Right, something like that. And they keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again. Over again, and people keep getting caught. Is what it is, right? The same way, how can I say this? And there's this dynamic within this stuff where, our reality is if something happens with us, it's held over our head for life. And if somebody else does something, a couple weeks, we're trying to figure out how, God, I mean, damn, the guy shot a deer in the head, cut the deer head off, took the buck's head and jammed and jammed the buck's horns into his wife's face, killed her. Oh, he's an alcoholic. Yeah. He was going through a lot. Yeah. Such an unfortunate thing. I mean, let's be real. And what I was about to say was, same thing with exoneration. I'm waiting to see like some non-black males get exonerated. After 20 years, after 10 years, after 5 years, after 42 years, after 25 years, after 22 years, after 21 years, after anybody who's not a black man getting exonerated, seriously, because every week, and we don't owe them nothing. So that's our reality. But how y'all feel about it makes no sense because, when you want to be treated, because our reality is also, like I said before, which y'all use as the barometer, I don't want to be treated like a black man. But I thought our reality wasn't that bad. I thought we was lying. I thought we got it coming. We're deserving. It's fair game. It's a fair exchange, no robberies. But all of a sudden, I remember that Cheech and Chong. They had a documentary. I forget, was it Cheech or Chong? One of them got put in jail, and the way he got put in jail, he felt was on some bull, and it was. And I remember this clear as day in the documentary. He was like, I'm in jail, and I just thought to myself, they treated me like I was black. Yeah. But everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. Right, that's what I'm saying. All right, we out, man.